Hi, Joel. How you doing? Okay, let's jump over here to your writing. With this design, I wanted to keep clean, simple. Just keep focus on the text and shapes. I wanted to limit myself just a few colors in the spirit of the wood. Wood black. I think that meant wood block print or silkscreen. I placed my final sketch submission in the AI, and I used the template layer. Good job. Good job. All right. Knowing how to set up a template layer and reduce the opacity, lock it down, and use it for your hard lines. Good job. Really glad to read that you included that technique in your workflow. That's fantastic. Okay, pen tool to draw curved lines. Did you try the curve tool at all? Try it. It's a great a great tool. I have a dedicated tutorial for the curve tool in one of the resources for this week, so be sure to check that out. It's that one with the guitar. Remember, I don't know if you saw it yet, but it's got the guitar illustration where I show how to use and conform the curve tool to the curves within the guitar. So check that out. Okay, talking a little bit about typography. Project was a lot of fun, helped me to get more comfortable. All right, excellent. Let's go ahead and jump over to the actual illustration, to your illustration, which is right here. Now, first thing I want to mention, typography is outstanding. Nice work. Nice work on the typography. It's beautiful. Good job. This is a beautiful little typographic composition. So is this. And then, yeah, nice job with your typography. I really can't overstate that. The typography is gorgeous. Very nice work. One thing I would recommend on the typography is to increase your kerning right here. I'm going to use this. Let me see, how do I want to do this? I use this as a straight edge. I just want to show you something here real quick. So right here, this Day of the Bay. Right now, no, my bad. That's an illusion. These are in alignment. But the E, yep, nope, you're in alignment. Good job. Never mind. My bad. With the slanted letter forms on the Y, day and bay, it almost looks like this is sticking out further. It's an optical illusion based on optical relationships that are set up and it's a typographic term. The way to circumvent that is just to increase the kerning here. Just pull that Y out a little bit. It's going to extend beyond where the E is just by a pixel or two, but it's going to rectify this issue of the on the looking like it's sticking out further to the right. And that's based again on those diagonals right there and there. Okay, this is outstanding work. I'm just a big fan. I think it's fantastic. Recommendations. My only recommendations here is add a little bit of shading to the illustration. That's going to add depth and dimension and volume into the illustration itself. Now, when I say shading, I'm talking about this type of shading right here. I've got this little boat. And if you want to find this vector illustration, I just got sailboat illustration. And you see how the sails themselves have these little darker embellishments indicating light source. And then this bottom of the boat right here has that little darker area. And this is flat. These are using flat shapes and hue to depict depth and dimension as opposed to trying to use a gradient. And I think in this particular case, I would recommend doing that. So in other words, instead of adding shading techniques using gradients, just use a solid, like a color gray, for example, here, if you're going to stick with the white boat, right? So let's say the light source is over here, right? So you would have a little bit of a darker area on the side of this, the bottom of this, the right side of this, the bottom of these. Okay, so like I'm saying, it's just all it's doing is creating shadows based on where the light source is. That light source right there would also indicate a little bit of a darker area right through here, right down here, the bottom of the boat, and the back of the boat right there. You know how to shade. I mean, and then right here along there. Okay, so what basically all you're doing is selecting a light source and determining where the shadow would fall in the illustration, and then add solid color where that is as opposed to gradations. Okay, I think that's really going to pump this up to the next level. I think it's a fantastic start. A little bit of shading technique is going to add that depth, dimension, and volume that we're looking for. And I just think this is just a wonderful start. All right. Questions, comments, concerns, please let me know. Otherwise, I'm really looking forward to seeing this one come to light. All right. Great job. As I said, any questions at all, please feel free to let me know. Thanks, Joe.